Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Thursday, May 10th, 2018. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. Good athletes age like good scotch. They only get stronger and smoother over time. So I guess it shouldn't come as a huge surprise then that veteran powerhouse Derik Farnsworth is still out there cranking along better than ever. This week we were able to get our hands on some exclusive new content straight from the man himself as he gears up to make his season debut 6 weeks from now at the Dallas Europa Pro. After taking last season off to focus on making improvements for his return to the 212 division, Farnsworth Camp tells us that they're primed to hit the stage in Dallas next month at their all-time best. And when a guy with this sort of pedigree comes in looking to make a statement, it should be a sign for everyone else in that lineup to start stepping up their game. We've officially reached that point in the season where we're starting to see some early Olympia prep updates starting to trickle out, including some news that broke earlier this week about last year's 8th place finisher, Brandon Curry. On Monday, the Curry camp finally broke their silence after going 0 dark 30 for the better part of the season, when they announced that last season's most improved athlete was officially making the move back out to Oxygen Gym in Kuwait again to ride out this year's prep. Whatever Curry and the Camel crew did out there last season was absolutely incredible. But now that everyone else knows what they're bringing to the party, the real challenge will be finding a way to come back and top it. I hear people say all the time that it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. But when you're a second-year pro, gunning for your second straight top 5 Olympia appearance, and you're starting your prep at a nasty lean 240 pounds, well, I think maybe we can all agree that where you start probably matters just a little bit. This week, second-year 212 nightmare Derek Lunsford announced that he was officially starting his preparations for the 2018 Mr. Olympia contest, where he'll be looking to challenge some of the old guard for a spot at the head of the table. Pound for pound, Lunsford might have had the most impressive 212 rookie campaign that we've ever seen in a long time. But this is a what have you done for me lately type of sport. So he better be ready to top last year's effort if he wants to keep the momentum rolling in his favor. I can't say offhand that I know too many bodybuilding fans out in Portugal, but I bet 9 weeks from now, 212 sensation Nicolas Vullioud gets to know a few up close and personal. This week, the Swiss big man announced that he was planning to bring his talents to the stage for the first time this season at the Portugal Pro, which is already starting to shape up as one hell of a contest on paper so far. The latest update we got from the Vullioud camp earlier this week showed the second-year pro looking like an absolute tank, which is really saying something when you consider just how electric this guy was at the start of the season last year. And as long as he can shore up those conditioning issues he had at last year's Charlotte Europa Pro, Vullioud could be a major factor as the year goes on. But until we see him make it happen on the stage, all the hype in the world still won't be enough to help him start stacking up the W's in the win column. There's a weird chill that comes through the air down here in South Florida right before a hurricane rolls through. And if you happen to be down in Tampa a few weeks from now and feel that chill in the air, do me a favor and try not to get yourself too worked up. It probably just means that soon-to-be rookie sensation Seth Shaw has finally touched down. This week, the former North American champ released his latest round of updates less than a month from making his season debut at the Tampa Pro, where he'll be looking to come in and set up the tone in another stacked lineup at this year's contest. Shaw brings in an interesting combination of size and aesthetics that we don't see from most guys his size. So if he can bring in that fullness and conditioning combo that he needs to put himself in contention, a top 5 finish is entirely within the realm of possibilities. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.